They are going to talk about elephant before they're going to release the baby.
Yeah, she's very cute. Yeah. Yeah, she's adorable.
Good morning, everybody. Well, welcome to Blackpool Zoo. My name's Mary. I'm going to be telling you a little bit about our elephants today. So these are Asian elephants. We do have 7 individuals now because you've probably been aware we have recently welcomed our first ever baby Asian elephant. Now, she is inside with her mum Tara, so her name is Zaya. She was born at the start of September, so you might be able to tell she is still quite small. They do have one of the longest pregnancies of the animal kingdom, so elephants are pregnant for up to 22 months. So when they are born, they are up to about 1 metre tall, and they can be around 100 kilograms in weight. But obviously, in comparison to the other elephants in the herd, she is still quite tiny. Now, out here, you'll be able to see our male elephant. His name is Emmett. He is, of course, Zaya's dad. And he's very easy to tell apart from the others because he's the only one with those long tusks. That is a big difference between African elephants and Asian elephants, because in these Asian elephants, you'll be able to see the females don't have those long tusks. They can have very small tusks known as tushes. If you do have a look at our females, especially as they're eating, you might be able to notice those tushes at the sides of their mouths. Now, our oldest female here, her name is Kate. She has actually been here since 1972 when we very first opened. Wow. So we're very happy to still have her here in our care. And then our other females, we have Mimbu and then Noorjahan and Isha. Noorjahan is actually Isha's mum. So Isha was the youngest of the herd. She is 11 years old. But obviously she's not the baby of the herd anymore. So she's going to have to get used to not being the one that's getting babied about as much by the others. Now, these elephants, unfortunately, they are classed as endangered. Their numbers are declining out in the wild, and that's one of the reasons we're so happy and so proud to be able to welcome this baby elephant here, because it's a really great way that we can make sure we are increasing the genetic diversity of Asian elephants and protecting the species. And it does go a long way to helping those elephants still out in the wild that are facing many threats, such as poaching and habitat loss. Now, these elephants, obviously, they have a very specially designed habitat for them. Out in the wild, they do live in the rainforests. Now, we do like to give them lots of challenges in their environment, so you might be able to see lots of enrichment devices inside and out. We do like hanging enrichment with our elephants because if they were foraging out in the wilds, lots of the stuff they're eating is going to be high up in trees. So that's why hanging enrichment is so great for elephants. And actually, you might notice that we do purposely put lots of the enrichment out of reach of the elephants. That is so they have to problem solve to reach their food. And you might be able to see them throughout the day moving those logs and rocks around in this habitat, placing them under where they can't reach, even stacking them up, and then balancing them on top of them. Whoa. And that is something elephants do out in the wild to reach the tops of trees, so we really love to encourage that problem solving in our elephants here. Obviously, being such big animals, they do eat an awful lot of food. They are herbivores, so they have to eat lots and lots every day to get enough energy. They eat lots of straw and pellet here,
the elephant
with fruits, vegetables and leaves. And we try and give them as varied a diet as possible. And actually on occasion they will get some treats such as plain popcorn, which they love. They are really good at picking small things up. So if you have a look at their trunks, you might notice they have almost a finger at the end. So they have just one at the top of the trunk. Now, African elephants actually have one at the top and the bottom, so they are better at pinching, but these Asian elephants are still able to pick things up as small as peanuts and pieces of popcorn. So they are very dexterous. And of course, those trunks are incredibly strong as well. They have many, many muscles. So in our entire body, we have about 600 muscles. Elephants' trunks have about 40,000. So they have a lot of muscles in those trunks, which means they're very strong and very dexterous. Now that does also mean when they are a baby, their trunks are very useful for helping them explore their new world. So you might notice baby Zaya using her trunk to explore this new habitat she's found herself in. And actually it's not uncommon for baby elephants to suck on their trunk the same way we would suck on our thumb when we're little. So make sure you look out for that and see if she is doing that today. She might also be sticking her trunk in her mum's mouth to see if she can explore around her mum. Now we do have some of our other females in with Tara and Zaya. Now that is because it's quite natural for elephants to all help out with childcare. They do live in social groups known as herds. They are dominated by the females, so males wouldn't always be around. That's why Emmett's not in with the mum and baby just now. They do like to go off by themselves during the day, and males can even make their own male-only bachelor herd. They do usually come back at night though, so they can sleep with the rest of the herd and feel nice and safe. But you'll be able to notice, especially Noorjahan, since she has raised a successful calf before, Anisha, she is being very helpful, helping Tara know what to do since it's Tara's first calf. And you'll be able to see that we're slowly introducing all the other females in with the baby, and they're all helping to teach her how to explore this world and when to run over for her food. Now, if anyone has any questions about our elephants, I would be very happy to answer them. But thank you everybody for listening. I'll let you get back to the very cute baby. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Blackpool Zoo.
Are they making coffee bean? Are they making coffee out
Go
of
and
the
ask
poop?
her. Go and ask her. Just ask her.
I want to ask that. You're going away.
Well, you don't really want to ask her.
What's the next to the
Phone school at the end.
Later.
The sun's going overboard.
But go back a little bit.